few days ago, news broke and we were told that a former policeman who turned into criminality and he was the boss and feared by most was killed. The news shocked a lot of people, especially those who knew who the man was. The man has been in and out of courts. The man was or would have been probably found guilty because there were court cases that the man has been going through. So we woke up with the following news. Police officer turned into rhino horn kingpin. Big Jaw Nyalungu shot. So it was reported that police in Mpumalanga have launched a major investigation following the fatal shooting of a well-known businessman and alleged rhino horn kingpin, Big Joe Nyalungu, 62, who was gunned down at his business premises in Mkuhlu on Saturday afternoon. Now, this then takes me to this story. The story then began, and it's very interesting to understand the character of the person that we are dealing with. So in order for us to understand a bit of a character of a person that we're dealing with, we also need to visit this. According to Crime Spotter SA, they said, according to report, 2 armed suspects allegedly jumped out of the white bakkie, approached Nyalungu while he was seated with a group of people. He reportedly tried to flee, but he was chased down and shot multiple before the attacker sped off. Emergency service declared him dead on the scene. The incident is even more shocking as it comes just a week after Nyalungu reportedly survived another shooting at the same location. Police have opened a murder case with the motive still unknown. But here is where my interest then was piqued as to who is this man? Well, I then had to visit a very well-known journalist who does these crime things, and he had this to say. Joseph Big Joe Nyalungu was one of the most feared and controversial alleged underworld figure linked to rhino poaching syndicate operating in and around Kruger National Park. For more than a decade, his name repeatedly surfaced in major organized wildlife crime investigation across Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Nyalungu, a former South African Police Service SAPS member, was accused by authorities of evolving from law enforcement officer into an alleged kingpin in an illegal rhino horn trade. Investigators believed that he operated with sophisticated cross-border syndicate involved in poaching, trafficking, and organized criminal activity stretching beyond wildlife crime. Over the years, he faced a long list of criminal allegations and court battles, including, this is where it gets interesting, because when I was reading this and I was saying to myself, this leaves a lot to be desired. I promise you, this leaves a lot to be desired. These are the long list or the history of the accusations that he was going to, or he had to appear before court for. Number 1, illegal hunting on protected rhinos. 2, possession and trafficking of rhino horns. 3, racketeering and conspiracy charges. 4, money laundering. 5, tax evasion. 6, illegal possession of firearm, ammunition, and explosive. 7, murder-related investigations. You see, when they break down your crime like this and they start adding each of your charge, there's a prescribed minimum sentence. One of the biggest minimum sentence would have been the murder-related investigation, because that, depending on how it was committed, we are looking at not less than 15 years behind bars. But authorities also linked some of his explosive allegedly found in his possession to equipment commonly used in catch and transit robberies. According to suspicions that his network may have intersected with border organized crime structure. Despite numerous arrests, and I'm going to get back to this one, guys. Despite numerous arrests dating back around 2011 to 2012, Nyalungu reportedly secured bail in different matters. His continued release frustrated conservation groups and law enforcement officials who viewed him as central figure in South Africa's rhino poaching crisis. Most recently, in October 2024, he was arrested again after police allegedly discovered dynamite, detonators or what ammunition at his business premises in Kuhlu, Mpumalanga. He was later granted 200,000 bail while the matter remained before court. These are some of the things that I basically, it caught my attention. And I was like, these are some of the issues where you're like, how come so and so get a bail here, and there? To me, as I'm sitting here, it really doesn't make sense. But such was the man. Now, let's then read the last part. His name became synonymous with the violent and highly lucrative rhino horn underworld operating near Kruger National Park, where poaching syndicates have for years exploited poverty, corruption, and porous borders and international demand for rhino horn product, particularly in Asia black market. Nyalungu survived apparently assassination attempted on the 8th of May 2026 when gunmen ambushed him at his business premises in Mkuhlu Crossroad. He was shot in the shoulder and the thigh but survived after receiving hospital treatment and discharged the following morning. Just few weeks later, gunmen returned to the exact same location, fatally shot him outside his business premises. Nyalungu's death also gained a highlight and the dangerous, often deadly intersection between wildlife trafficking, organized crime, corruption, violence in South Africa's rhino poaching economy. And I want to end it here. I want to conclude by saying we're dealing with, this is one of the classic story where, this is one of those classic stories where you realize that there are many untold stories in this country. Sometimes you get inspired to do business, others will say. Sometimes you are competing with people whose business and business ambitions you don't even know, whose funding you don't even know where it comes from. But let's continue with the series of untold stories like this. So until we meet again, good people, please take care.